They rise from the desert like a mirage, vast, perfect, and impossibly old. The pyramids of Egypt have stood for over 4,500 years, defying time, weather, and understanding. How were they built? Who designed them? And what secrets still lie hidden inside their stone walls? For centuries, the Great Pyramids, especially the Pyramid of Khufu at Giza, have inspired awe, fear, and endless theories. Historians, engineers, and conspiracy theorists alike have tried to explain how a civilization without iron tools or modern machinery built one of the most precise structures on Earth. Some say it was pure human genius. Others believe there's something we're still not seeing, a mystery buried in the sand. Today, we'll explore 10 of the most fascinating theories about how the Egyptian pyramids were built, what they were meant to do, and the secrets they might still hide. A brief history of the pyramids. The Egyptian pyramids weren't built overnight. They evolved, from simple mastabas, flat-roofed tombs for early kings, to the giant stone pyramids we know today. Around 2630 BCE, Pharaoh Djoser ordered his architect Imhotep to build a new kind of tomb, a step pyramid at Saqqara. It was revolutionary, 6 massive stone tiers stacked one on top of another. Over the next century, architects refined the design, leading to the smooth-sided pyramids of Sneferu and finally Khufu's Great Pyramid at Giza, built around 2560 BCE. For over 3,800 years, it was the tallest structure on Earth. Even today, its precision is astonishing, aligned almost perfectly with true north, made from 2.3 million limestone blocks weighing up to 80 tons each. Now, let's look at the top 10 theories, from historical explanations to wild speculation that attempt to solve the mystery of the pyramids. 1. The classic theory: ramps and manpower. The most widely accepted explanation among Egyptologists is simple, but still mind-blowing. The pyramids were built using ramps, ropes, wooden sleds, and thousands of workers. Stones were dragged from quarries, moved up long sloped ramps made of mud brick or limestone chips, and placed with remarkable precision. Recent discoveries show that large teams of skilled laborers, not slaves, worked year-round, fed and housed in nearby workers' villages. They even left behind graffiti naming their crews things like the Drunkards of Menkaure. But even this traditional theory has problems, mainly how such ramps could be built, maintained, and removed without leaving significant traces. Some scientists believe spiral ramps or internal passageways might have been used instead. 2. The water lift theory. What if the Egyptians used water instead of ramps? French architect Michel Barsoum proposed that the builders might have flooded parts of the construction site, creating canals and basins. In this theory, limestone blocks were floated closer to the pyramid via man-made waterways connected to the Nile. Once in place, the water could have been drained gradually, allowing easier positioning. Evidence of ancient water channels around Giza supports this, though no one's yet found proof of internal water systems. Still, it's a fascinating alternative, an ancient civilization mastering hydraulic engineering thousands of years before Rome. 3. The internal spiral ramp theory. In 2005, French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin proposed a radical new idea. The Great Pyramid was built from the inside out. He theorized that after the base layers were complete, workers built an internal spiral ramp within the pyramid's outer shell, turning at right angles every 30 feet upward. This hidden ramp would have allowed builders to pull stones to the top without massive external structures. 3D scans and Muon tomography, a particle imaging technique, have since revealed mysterious voids inside the Great Pyramid, some of which match Houdin's predictions. Could the blueprint of the pyramid still lie buried within its own walls? 4. The concrete casting theory. Another controversial idea. What if the stones weren't carved at all? Materials scientist Joseph Davidovits proposed that many blocks in the pyramids were cast in place using an ancient form of geopolymer concrete. According to this theory, Egyptians mixed crushed limestone, clay, water, and natron into a slurry that hardened into stone molds. Microscopic analysis of some blocks shows unusual air bubbles and chemical composition differences. Hints that parts of the structure may indeed have been molded, not quarried. If true, this would mean the Egyptians invented concrete 4,000 years before the Romans. 5. The alien hypothesis. No pyramid theory list would be complete without this one. The ancient astronaut theory, made popular by Erich von Däniken's Chariots of the Gods, suggests that extraterrestrial visitors helped the Egyptians design and build the pyramids. Proponents point to the precision of the Great Pyramid's alignment, the smoothness of the stone joints, and the mystery of how such massive blocks were moved. Some even claim the pyramids served as beacons, power plants, or alien landing sites. There's no evidence, of course, but the idea continues to capture the imagination of millions. Even NASA scientists admit that the geometry of the pyramids is extraordinary, but firmly attribute it to human ingenuity, not little green engineers. 6. The lost ancient civilization theory. This theory suggests that the Egyptians didn't build the pyramids entirely on their own, but rather inherited the knowledge from an even older civilization. Proponents cite the sudden appearance of advanced architecture in early Egypt, the mysterious precision of the Great Pyramid, and possible erosion patterns on the Sphinx that suggest much greater age. Could the builders have been descendants of an earlier lost society, perhaps one destroyed by a global flood or catastrophe? Mainstream archaeologists reject this idea, but it continues to appear in alternative history circles, tying Egypt to myths of Atlantis or Lemuria. 7. The star alignment theory. For the ancient Egyptians, the sky was sacred. Pharaohs believed their souls would ascend to the heavens and join the gods among the stars. This theory argues that the pyramids were designed as celestial machines, perfectly aligned with specific constellations. The three pyramids of Giza, for example, mirror the three stars in Orion's belt. The internal shafts of the Great Pyramid point toward the North Star and the constellation Orion, the home of Osiris, god of the afterlife. Whether coincidence or cosmic engineering, the astronomical precision of the pyramids remains one of their most astonishing features. 8. The energy machine theory. A more fringe but increasingly popular theory claims the Great Pyramid wasn't just a tomb. It was an ancient power plant. Proponents believe that its internal chambers, water channels beneath it, and quartz-lined corridors could have generated electromagnetic energy through vibration and resonance. Some experiments even show that the Great Pyramid's geometry amplifies electromagnetic fields. Was this by design or simply coincidence? There's no direct evidence of power transmission, but the idea of the pyramids as machines of energy has inspired countless documentaries and sci-fi stories alike. 9. The hidden chambers and curses. Beyond construction theories, there are also the mysteries of what lies inside. In 2017, scientists using cosmic ray scanning discovered a massive void above the Grand Gallery, a hidden chamber never before seen. Its purpose remains unknown. Could it contain treasures, texts, or structural supports? No one knows for sure, because Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities has so far forbidden entry. Then there are the famous curses said to protect the tombs, popularized after the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922, when several archaeologists died mysteriously. While coincidence explains most cases, the allure of Pharaoh's curse still haunts Egypt's legends. 10. The symbolic and spiritual theory. Perhaps the pyramids were never meant to be solved. To the ancient Egyptians, every angle, alignment, and chamber had spiritual meaning. The pyramid's shape represented the rays of the sun, a bridge between earth and heaven. Each was built not just as a tomb, but as a machine for resurrection, guiding the pharaoh's soul toward eternal life. This theory sees the pyramids less as engineering puzzles and more as expressions of divine purpose, the physical embodiment of the Egyptian belief in order, eternity, and cosmic balance. In that sense, their greatest secret might not be how they were built, but why. Conclusion: the eternal mystery. After more than 4,000 years, the Great Pyramids still hold their secrets. Every stone, every chamber, every alignment has been studied. Yet they continue to defy complete understanding. Were they tombs, temples, or something more? Were they built by muscle and genius, or by knowledge lost to time? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between, in the fusion of human ambition and divine inspiration. The pyramids remind us that ancient people were not primitive, but profoundly capable. Dreamers who reached for eternity using only stone, sand, and imagination. And that's why, even today, the pyramids of Egypt still whisper across the millennia. We were here. We conquered time.